In this video, let's talk about what you should teach your players about mound visits in baseball. All right, so I've made many different videos on mound visits, what to say in a mound visit. I've got a video with samples of me having mound visits, some of the strategy items to talk about during mound visits. But this one is sort of more basic, and the main topic here is how should you explain what a mound visit is to your players? Because this actually matters quite a bit. So let me give you some context here. Say you have a 10U team and you're a first-year coach and you've got all these new kids on your 10U team. If they're 10U, they probably got a couple years of baseball under their belt, right? They probably played 9U to 8U, maybe 7U, whatever. You don't know as a coach what their experience has been with mound visits with their previous coach. Maybe they rarely ever had a mound visit. Maybe their coach was a jerk, and every time he came out for a mound visit, he would just berate the pitcher for not throwing enough strikes and forgetting this and forgetting that. And so your players are coming to you with this thought that mound visits are time that coach embarrasses me in public in front of everyone, or they just think that, oh, mound visits are when I'm pitching terribly, and then it's like a pause in the game and everyone looks at me and everyone's very aware that I'm not pitching well, right? So it's kind of like, I don't want to use this word, but it's kind of like, what are your players' previous traumas with mound visits, right? I think that's extreme, but you don't know what their opinion of a mound visit is. And I think the main thing that you want to address as a coach is, here's my take on the mound visit, and here's what to expect when I come out and talk to you. And of course, if your team is even younger, your 8U, your players may have never had a mound visit at all, right? They may never have pitched before. So you want to make sure that they have a good first experience with mound visits and that they view them as coaches coming out to support me and help me make adjustments and continue to pitch to the best of my ability, right? All right, so here's the three things that I would explain to my pitchers if we were having our preseason sort of talk about what they should expect from mound visits. Number one, no one should be embarrassed to be visited on the mound by their coach. MLB players, college players, minor leaguers, everyone, they all get mound visits every single year, usually once a game if they're a starter or twice a game if they're a starter. It's not just to yank them out, and they should not be embarrassed to have a mound visit. Number two, the goal of coach coming out for a mound visit is to support and encourage and help get the player back on track. They're there as a helper, not as a detractor. So I would explain to my pitchers, when you see me walk out, I'm not coming out there to yell at you. I'm not coming out there to make you feel worse. I'm not coming out there to embarrass you. I'm coming out there because it's my job to help you. So if you see me coming out, I'm here to be your teammate. I'm here to be your 10th teammate. So I'm going to give you adjustments. I'm going to give you strategy. I'm going to give you all these different things. But my job here is to build you up on the mound. Real quick, do you want to support my channel and get access to hundreds of member-only baseball videos? If so, click the join button that you'll find right below and learn more about becoming a channel member. And number three, the substance. I would explain the substance of mound visits. So number one, a lot of times it's strategy, right? Reminding players, maybe it's something about the infielders, like, hey, we got to make sure we're in this position. It's not always about the pitcher himself. Sometimes it's, hey, what are we doing with this runner on third? It's a tying run. How are we going to prevent him from scoring? Maybe we need to hold the base runners on a little bit better. So there's a lot of strategic reminders. So I'd explain that strategy is a big part of the common mound visit. Number two, there's a lot of adjustments. I might come out there because I see something in your mechanics and I want to help you adjust, right? And then there's mental stuff. I want to help you get, and then there's mental adjustments. I want to help you take a deep breath and refocus. And if I see you getting stressed or frustrated, I want to come back and help calm you down and get you back focused on throwing strikes. And lastly, sometimes it's just to give a pitcher a breather and help them regroup. If it's really hot or the other team has just had 3 hits in a row, I want to give my pitcher a chance to regroup and calm down and refocus and break up their momentum a little bit. So sometimes it's just to give pitchers a break and to let them pause and take that moment where, all right, they got 30 seconds or a minute just to regroup and refocus. So let's summarize. So as a coach, it's really important just to help your players understand what you're doing and why. And you don't want to enter the season where players are afraid of mound visits, or they think mound visits are this, big scarlet letter, or this is a big embarrassing thing that's happening. Because then when you get out there and talk to them, they're not going to be as receptive. They're going to be feeling all the negative emotions. They're going to think, oh, I'm screwing up. Coach is out here. You just want to set the tone with all sorts of these preseason expectation talks. And these can be really quick just to help them say, hey, when I do this, this is what it means. Don't misinterpret it. A mound visit is not negative. A mound visit is not embarrassing. A mound visit is We as a team, and I'm part of this team as a coach, we as a team are here to support you and give you that confidence boost physically and mentally so that you can continue to crush it on the mound. All right. So hopefully this video was helpful. I think sometimes little things like this can be overlooked, especially by new coaches, but I want to make sure that you're giving your players good expectations so they can understand your coaching style and everyone can get the benefit out of mound visits, which are really, really important parts of keeping your pitchers happy, healthy, and successful during a game. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, join for member-only videos. There's hundreds of in-depth videos that you'll only get access to by becoming a member. Share this with a friend, and I'll see you here in the next one.